So I'm a failure of a YouTuber. And it's come to the point where just like, I just need to upload more, but I don't have any like energy. And that's a problem, and I'm gonna be working on it. And that it's something I'm going to be fixing, as well as I'm gonna be uploading regularly from like now on. Yeah, I don't know. I was just really fucking busy and I had a lot going on. My boyfriend like broke up with me, so like he can choke. So today I'm gonna be doing pretty much just a quick get ready with me. I really just wanted to do my makeup and have you guys listen to me ramble about all my thoughts and things that have happened to me. So if you want to watch like a spastic 16-year-old do his makeup and talk about all of his problems, then you should like keep on watching like right now. So as a failed YouTuber, I have to put my sponsorship in the video, right? So today this video is sponsored by Curology, and no, I actually really like Curology. If you don't already know, I've been working with them for almost... A lot of you probably have seen it. I did an ad with them that kind of went viral. It has like 2 or 3 million views on Facebook and like 3 million on Instagram, and it was on like the Snapchat thing, and like kinda I was like fangirling because I was like, wow, like a lot, like this is getting a lot of views. So that's really dope, but besides that, what's really cool is I actually do like the product. So Curology has been one of the key things that has helped me get my skin back together. I used to have really bad acne, as well as like blackheads and texture, and like I'll insert some pictures, but it was just not cute. What's really cool about Curology though is that basically you get like paired with like a licensed provider who actually makes you your custom formula. So like I have a custom formula right here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so here's my custom formula right here. So basically all you have to do is send in 3 pictures, as well as just a couple comments that you like with your skin concerned and like the problems that you have. And with that, the licensed provider is able to like make you your own custom formula. So the bottle is like pretty much custom made for your problems, not just like a general like here's this, go fix your skin type thing, you know? Like it's actually like for your stuff. So yeah, if you'd like to try out for Curology, all you have to do is click the link in my description. Basically that gives you the first bottle, first month free. All you have to pay for is $4.95 for shipping. And so yeah, it's a pretty good deal, and you get to see for a good solid month if you actually like it. And if you use it sparingly, you can probably get it for longer, you know? So I did my eyebrows. I just want to do that off camera because it's like, you know, I don't know, like whenever I do my eyebrows, I like hold my breath for like every like stroke I take. I'm like, I like hold my breath, and so I like can't film when I do my eyebrows at all. I never have, never will be able to, like period. I can't do that shit. You know, like all I keep thinking about? Oh my god, okay. So I want y'all to know the energy of the content you're about to watch. Like I want you to know the emotional baggage I'm carrying into this video. Yesterday, around 24 hours ago, Kylie fucking Jenner quote tweeted me on Twitter. And I don't know how to process it. Kylie Jenner is like my favorite human being. And like that sounds so dumb, like so dumb. But I don't give a fuck. And it's just, it freaks me out. Like I literally like stare at her Instagram for like hours. Like I like literally idolize her. Like everything about Kylie fucking Jenner is everything I wish I was. And so I really like her. And she tweeted my tweet! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Okay, I'm gonna get over that. But I just really needed that in the air. Like I'll be using the Milk Makeup Foundation. Can y'all see it? Can you see it yet? I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna put it, okay. Well, I'm gonna put it on like that, I guess. But yeah, Kylie Jenner quote tweeted my tweet, and that's something I'll never be able to forget. Like I made it my Twitter header. I'm gonna make it my Twitter bio. I should also make it my senior quote. Oh my god, I have another senior quote that I was thinking about doing. So one time, James Charles said I had an awful attitude and that I constantly stir up drama. And I kind of really want to make that like my senior quote. Just be like, you have an awful attitude, dash James Charles. Like, once I graduate like online school or whatever, I'm literally doing that shit. Like, y'all don't understand how hard I'm gonna do that. Like, wait, what if I made merch with the screenshot of like James's DM to me? And I just made merch with like just the screenshot of him being like, you have an awful attitude. I'm gonna use Jeffree Star's concealer, and I don't know, shade C3. I actually stole this from my friend. For some reason, I didn't get the PR for this, even though I've gotten like every collection since. And like, he's so weird about PR. I'll look at like some things, but not like all things, you know? Oh, I love like putting concealer out here, because it just like extends your eye shape in like the weirdest way possible, and I really fuck with it. Okay, this is so hot. Like, look how shiny that is. What the fuck? I find that so satisfying. Like, look at that. I'm gonna put this on even though I really don't use bronzer that much. We should talk about something interesting. Let me try and think of it. Like, I'm like, let me just like think of the crazy shit I've done. Oh my god, wait. Why don't we talk about the time I almost got kidnapped in Mexico? That was crazy. That was crazy. So, one time, me and some of my lovely friends decided, yo, let's go to Mexico. And I already have some family history with Mexico that this is such a sensitive topic. This is getting so dark so fast. I want to talk about this, but I have some family issues. So like, I really shouldn't be saying this, but like, I don't really care because it's like, it happened and like, he wrote a book about it. So like, but like, hopefully my family doesn't get mad, but I know that he would like this. Anyways, I'm like, oh, I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to be serious in serious situations. Okay, so my grandfather kidnapped in Mexico in like early 2000s or whatever. No, late 90s. And he was like held hostage for like a week and a half or whatever. And long story short, he's like, I think some senator had like a rescue team look for him, and he was friends with the senator, and he got found. And so he got out, wrote a book about it, was in the news, whatever. Did that. Dope grandpa, by the way. He did that. I know I'm like nonchalantly talking about that, but like it's like, trust me, like we're on, like it's all like on good terms. Like he was chill, like it's not a problem. So I was already nervous about going just because of the family history of like that. And my dumbass ended up going anyways. And well, I went with a friend, and she made the reservations basically. So she called into one of the resorts, and it was like 21 up. And she was like, hey, I know it says 21 up, but it's just gonna be me and my friend. Is it like chill if like it's just us or whatever? I at the time didn't realize, wait, maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe we shouldn't let them know we're staying at the place by ourselves. You know, like, I didn't think about that till, like, after, and, like, I also didn't know that that's what she said to them. I thought we just, like, got it. And, oh, wait, that's, like, the wrong color. Ew, that's the wrong color. Fuck. We ended up going, and there wasn't any problems at first. And so we, like, showed up there, and then, this was, like, before I did, like, social media. Like, I never talked about this anywhere. Basically, we show up, and everything was, like, good. But then we started, my friend started noticing that, like, the maintenance people kept, like, they had these scooters there. And they kept, like, parking their scooters, like, in places that made it to where we couldn't, like, leave sometimes. And I remember just being sketched out by that in the first place. But I was like, okay, like, I didn't think much of it, because I don't know, I probably should have. But I didn't think much of it. And we were also, which was another dumb thing, we were about a mile away from the resort. And if you're ever gonna go to Mexico, stay in a resort. Don't go to like a private like rental style like place. Like don't go to a private facility. Go to like a public resort or whatever. You know. They kept parking their like scooters in ways that like was odd. And every time like my friend like she came over to me in the middle of the night and she's like, hey Ethan, I was just outside and I was like sitting outside like just chilling, look at the ocean, and like one of the maintenance man I noticed was like staring at me, and I went to go get up and like I got after he looked at me and then like looked away and then like walked away. And she was like, I got up and I went over to like see like the area, like see what was happening kinda, and their scooters were gone. And like that's usually not when they're gone, like they're usually there during that time. And so because they like came by at like certain shifts or whatever, and we both were kind of like, that's scary. A day goes by, the same situations kept happening, but they kept getting like worser and more sketchier. Like I don't remember all the details of like kind of how that happened. Like I literally tried to suppress the fuck out of this memory because it was so scary. And so like I just don't want to talk about it, but like I do at the same time, you know? And so I'm like, now that I'm emotionally over it, I can talk about it. Fast forward like a day later, in the middle of the night, it's me, my friend, and then her other friend, and we're in there, and this guy comes up to the door, it's like a glass door, and he's like, hey, like I'm coming by to get rent, like I'm coming by to get like my money like for like the apartment. And she was like, no, I booked it online. It said I was gonna pay you guys after we stayed, like I already like made a deposit, like we're good till the day I leave. He was like, no, you need to pay me now, da 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 da. And we like didn't know this man, and we kept asking him for like a form of ID, like talking to the window, and he like couldn't give us any ID and would just keep ignoring us and kept being like, no, I need my money now. and he wasn't speaking like fluent English really either. It was like, what the fuck? And it just kept getting like, he kept getting like more angry and more angry, and I was like, oh my god, this is a problem. Like, this is a problem. Like, this is becoming a problem. There's an angry man at our door, like yelling at us for rent. We're staying at the place. We don't have anywhere else to go. Like, okay, this is a problem. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Fenty bronzer. I was like, oh my god, this is getting so scary. And my friend who speaks Spanish is the one who was talking to him. And he was speaking to us in like very broken English, so I wasn't really able to understand, but my friend was. And like we weren't in a position where she could like translate for me. So it was just like an angry person yelling at me in a language I don't understand. And like I knew they were saying that they wanted rent because they kept saying like, I need my money in English, but everything else was in Spanish. And we were both just like, and then, like, fast forward, like, 20 minutes of bickering, he says he's gonna go. And we're like, okay, like, come back tomorrow or whatever, something like that. Like, come back tomorrow when you can, like, prove you're, like, you own this place. And then 5 minutes later, he comes back to the door, and he's like, no, I changed my mind, give me my money now. And we're like, sir? And, like, when we said, like, I'm sorry, I'm looking away because I'm just, like, this is so stressful. When we said, like, sir, he, like, put, like, a pistol to, like, the frosted glass window, and, like, you could see it. And it was like that was the first time I've ever experienced like my life flashing before my eyes, like genuinely. I really was just sitting there being like, so I'm just like, I'm just sitting here like looking at it like, oh my god, I'm in a foreign country. I literally don't know the fucking police number for like, I don't even know the Mexican police to call. Like, literally don't know anything. I don't have any weapons. I don't have a gun. I don't have anything. Like, there's no knives in this place. There was literally nothing. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm literally gonna die. I'm literally gonna die. I'm literally gonna die. And the other girl's on the phone with her mom, like, crying, not even calling the police. And then I go to call the police, and so I called the police, and I had to, like, Google the number, and, like, the internet wasn't working, and that was just super stressful. And I, like, Googled the number, and I found out, like, I figured out, I think it was, like, 211 or something, and I called the number, and, like, it kept ringing, and it didn't stop ringing. And I'm like, the police aren't answering. The fucking police are not answering. And then I called again, and they answered, and then they hung up. And, like, this is when I was like, okay, like, oh my fucking god, like, oh my fucking god. I ended up getting, like, after 3 more times calling the police and them hanging up on us or whatever, I ended up getting, like, a female dispatcher who answered my call, and they, like, asked for the address, and they ended up coming. Well, while this was all happening, my friend is talking to them. He's still yelling at the door, and then my other friend goes to the balcony and like looks down, and there's like people in the jacuzzi, like second level, like in the back area, like there's people back there. And so she's like, hey, we need help. There's this guy at the door. There's like a guy at the door who's saying he like all this stuff. Can you like please come help? Da 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 da. And so this dude gets up and he walks around, and my friend is realizing like, oh my god, wait, I may have sent some dude to his death. Like, this is a problem now. Oh my, this is just getting worse and worse and worse. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then he like goes up to the guy at the window. The guy at the window, I guess, like hid his gun or something. And he goes, hey, like, is there a problem here? And the guy with the gun was like, he like said something in Spanish, and I don't really remember the details besides what my friend told me because she translated. But basically he was just like, I know so-and-so, like, you need to get the fuck away, like, before I kill you and your family, like, you don't know who you're messing with, like, you need to get the fuck away from me, and like, da-da-da-da, all this stuff. We're now really freaking the fuck out, because like, he just said that to a pedestrian, and the pedestrian dude comes back, sits in the jacuzzi, and we go over, and I go over to the balcony, and I'm like, hello, like, what's, like, what did he say? And he goes, oh no, you guys are fine, you can go, like, you can, like, talk to him. At that moment, I literally was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die. And, like, I couldn't just jump out the window because it was too far, and I would have, like, broken my legs, and, like, they couldn't have jumped out, and, like, I couldn't have left them there because, like, they literally would have gotten sex trafficked, and I probably would have too. But anyways, I start freaking out, and I'm like, oh my god, the only dude we could have used to help us just literally told us to go talk to him. Oh my fucking god. Like, we're literally gonna die. Like I said, like, 15 minutes prior, I finally got an answer from, like, the police department. This is, like, all happening. My friend's on the phone with her mom crying. My other friend is in the bathroom trying to grab the toilet seat cover so she can, like, hit him because there was no weapons in there in case we had to let him in, because she was going to open the door and, like, wait behind the bathroom, and when he walked by, she was going to hit him and everything. Like, it was straight out of a fucking movie. And we were just freaking out, and, like, by this time, finally, the police show up. The guy, like, hides his gun. And my friend just starts, like, saying, like, my friend was just like, we need to go, like, we need to get out, like, da-da-da, and explain what happened. And the guy was just talking to the police and being like, no, it's, like, a big misunderstanding, like, everything's fine, like, they just owe us rent because they're staying here and they haven't paid yet. And we're like, you told us we could pay online. Like, what the fuck? You just held a gun at our window. All this shit. And like, by the way, we were also very concerned, and I don't know if you remember me talking about the cleaning people, but their cars were also positioned in like a direction as to like we couldn't get out. So it just like everything was just so scary. And thankfully the police came and they actually like, they pretty much just scared him to like go and like leave. But he kept asking us being like, yo, like, do you need a ride to the airport? Like, do you need anything? Like, we can get you a car service. Like, I'm so sorry. Da-da-da-da, like all this shit. And like, we like got up, we literally went to the airport and waited in the airport for 18 hours till our flight left because we were like, we're not going back there, we're not doing anything. Like we literally like got on our scooters and like went to the resort. Then we just stayed in the resort and called it like a car. And then from there we like went to the airport. And it was just the most like stressful, scary thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. And like, I don't like, you like look at everything in life differently when you've experienced like a life to death situation like right in front of your eyes, like you're gonna be killed, like you're gonna like you experience, like you literally look at everything differently. It's just, oh my god, I don't know why I wanted to talk about this while I didn't get ready with me, but like here we are. But yeah, I don't really know why I decided to talk about that and like my like get ready with me, but yeah, so that was one of the scariest life experiences I've ever had. Wanted to just do a little like fucking story time. Let's do our makeup. But yeah, if you ever travel to like another country, like be safe. Like it's like just literally be like, just be smart, be safe. Don't do what I did. Always stay in a like American-ish like style resort. Like no disrespect to Mexico or like literally any of that. Like this is not about that in the slightest. This was just like my experience with the time I stayed there. And honestly, a lot of it was just like how we planned it. Like I know it's not safe in certain areas. That was like it, like honestly, like I should have just done a better job. Like it's not fun, the country isn't safe or whatever, but like not blaming anything or anyone besides the dude who held a gun to my window. No disrespect or anything. It was literally just like it was just an awful, scary, intense, life-changing situation. And I wanted to tell you all about it because I didn't want to like sit there and like talk about it on my Instagram, and so I was like, this would be a good like YouTube story time one day. Aw, what made you be so nice?
Because I was coming home and staying home.
Aw. Look, my mom brought me a Jack in the Box iced coffee because it's like the best coffee in the world. Like it's better than Starbucks. Like have an iced mocha from like Jack in the Box. Like. Hi, sisters. So now that I'm done with my eyeshadow, I basically literally just used like a black eyeshadow and my bronzer. That's all I used. And now I'm just gonna like bake. Like I literally love looking scary. Like I don't know, like I'm not scary, but like at the same time, like just like knowing that I provoke an emotion out of somebody else is like pretty dope. So now I'm gonna do the inner corner of my eyes. And this is like a look I'm like gonna do for BeautyCon, but I'm gonna do like a little bit differently. And so like I hope y'all like this, but so I'm gonna be using the Sample Beauty like green shade. And first, this sounds like unsanitary, but like it is. I'm gonna like wet the inner corner of my eye. Like just get it wet and just like give it like a good tacky base. And then I just like get that like full of shit. Ew, why didn't that side go on good? Ew, why'd that side... Wait, ew. Why didn't this side look as good as... And last but not least, actually that's such a liar. This is the thing, not the last step at all. But I'm just to like add more of like a freckle vibe, I'm gonna be grabbing like a lot of bronzer, and just like going on my nose, and not like contouring, but just like putting it on there. Like everyone else puts it on the side, but that doesn't work for me. I've been putting it like directly on my nose, and it makes my nose look smaller, as well as like everything else I need. And so just whenever I add highlighter is when I make it look like skinny, if that makes sense. I was gonna wear this to BeautyCon, but now that I'm realizing like this like shadow, like if it gets wet, it does that, and I'm gonna be wearing contacts, and this is the first time doing this look with like contacts. I'm like, can you see where it's like fucking up? Oh my god, I'm like actually nervous now. Wait, this is like a problem. This is like fucking with all my plans. Like, this is like one of my favorite looks to do. and I was so excited to do it for BeautyCon. I think I fixed it. Like, I think we're on a good point. So back to being a beauty guru. I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever spray. Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it still. To set my face. So I'm gonna I always see those gays with like white hair and like really orange contour, and I always feel like I'm one of them, and like I am. And like I'll see that, I'll make fun of it, and then I'll sit back and realize like, wow, that's literally just me. Like, oh my, I need to shut the fuck up. Like, so for lashes today, I'll be using Lily Lashes in the style Miami? No, So Extra Miami. These are like the big Miami ones because your boy is extra. And so he gotta like, wait, I forgot to put on mascara. Oh my god. Me literally not being able to finish a sentence because I'm so ADHD. Oh, and by the way, use code Ethan at checkout for some money off if you want to cop. Literally, they're the best lashes sold. So for highlighter, I'll be using the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost highlighter. And also, I will be personally invoicing Jeffree Star for using the word Supreme without my licensing, because like I totally came up with the name. I actually gave the trademark to Supreme, the clothing company, and so ever since I made the Instagram username Ethan is Supreme, Supreme came to me, and they were like, oh my god, Ethan, we love that word. We're gonna make a company called Supreme. Also, real quick, I'll be doing my little lip routine. For anyone who's curious, like if I ever want to do like a nude lipstick, like little routine, I guess, I use the MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut, which is a straight brown, and then I use to fill in the Morphe lipstick in the shade Shady. And then the Marc Jacobs gloss. It's the Daisy one. And that is it, motherfuckers! Ah! Okay, this look is so sick.
Done. Ass be feeling like a bucket of bricks. Bitch, come to the South and eat good. Your ass could be soft like mine. You could have a body like this.
But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Yeah, I just wanted to do like a cute little get ready with me, talk about a crazy story, get my sponsorship in there, let you know about a dope company, and just have fun and do my makeup. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe down below, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see next from me. Also, if you want to try out Curology, like I said, it is in the link in the description, so you can totally do that, no pressure. Yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And if you don't already, be sure to follow my Instagram. It is Ethan the Supreme. My Snapchat is Trashqueenethan, as well as my Twitter. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to watch my next video. Bye. Oh, I'll also be doing weekly uploads from now on. So, yay! Okay, bye.